You actually drop a deuce when you do that. But you can use this right at the beginning of the game to get just a tiny little bit of lift. And you'll also see there's very small amounts of little white magic particles. There's also an additional feature, basically inspired by Sonic 3 and Knuckles, when Sonic had that little insta-shield he could use. When you actually Force Burst, for at least 50%, you'll actually get, based on how long you held it, a very small window of invincibility. I believe the full window is 1 second, so by holding it like halfway, it's about half a second. It's not incredibly useful, but if you use it to force burst through some enemies, you'll at least know that you don't take instant damage right at that second. And that's something that's completely configurable, though, and that's server side, so it can be increased, it can be decreased, or it can be disabled. And in fact, force bursting, you can disable force bursting for people who don't have Darkcraft armor if you wish. But now with force armor, not only is my magic increased, but the coefficient of its effectiveness is also increased with each piece. So once I get 4 pieces, I can shoot up really. The force burst is very, very effective. And you can use it as a secondary jump if you wish as well. So have fun. I'll just stick this feces in there. Do not throw. Alright, well, a few other things Skyblock I made. I noticed that force grinding recipes didn't exist for certain things. The newer ores. Here they are. Iron gravel ore. Yeah, for some reason these weren't loading before for this, but now they load for force grinding recipes, so if you want to grind them with that, you can. Also keep in mind, and it's a bit of an oversight with this pack, but obviously since all of these are in the ore dictionary as the same, you could theoretically get down to the most processed version of this X-Nilo ore, and then use Dartcraft to force transmute them back to a lower type, and just repeat the process. Of course, one of the machines I'll show you right now is something I built while Dan was offline one day. I wanted to automate the ore collection, and with X-Nilo it really was possible. I basically just have a bunch of stone hammers here going into let me just break this. I've got a ton of autonomous activators. One of them here, I just put something like cobblestone in, right? It puts it down, it breaks the cobblestone with the hammer, and as you can see, it actually brings it over here. This autonomous activator places the gravel, which results from breaking cobblestone with a hammer, into this sieve, which is then clicked by, I believe I put 3 autonomous activators next to it, so it'd go a lot faster. And it does it nice and quickly. And as you can see, we have quite a bit of extra junk, and this is just, this was before we got the magical crops, which made all of this beautiful automation irrelevant. And then we found out that with the combination of the force torch, the time torch, force farting, which helps plants grow, and this stinking thing over here, this harvester, that we can just get as much of anything as we want. So this is broken. We broke the game, and I think we got a little bored of it. But we do have that Ender Dragon to take down, and since it's been several series since we've done so, I wanted to do so on camera. Alright, and the last thing I remember adding to this guy is look at force freezing recipes. I actually added the ability to freeze rotten flesh into leather, mostly because we needed leather in this pack. So the only issue was, how do I get freezing? I needed a snow cookie for the freezing upgrade, which means I needed a snowball. What I ended up doing is since I went ahead and put IC2 in this pack, I went ahead and compressed a water cell into snow. I just made a compressor and then used redstone to power it, because I just needed the one cycle. That got me the snow, which I broke, and then turned the snowballs into snow cookies, and that's how I got past Tier 3, which is, I believe, what I moved freezing down to, because to get past... Okay, so I moved freezing down to Tier 2, so that I could get the leather, to get the Force Pack upgrade. To get past Tier 2, to get to Tier 3, which had the time upgrade on, which I knew would save me immense amounts of time. And since I moved freezing to Tier 2, I moved Bane from 3 to 4 to try to balance things out a bit. So with the addition of the Force Sapling, which you can now get from this, the tier change, and getting leather from Force Freezing recipes, and of course, if you have IC2, Force Canes and U-Canes, Dartcraft has become a lot more Skyblock friendly. Although I would recommend that if you're going to use the Sky Factory mod pack like we did, you absolutely have to add in IC2. It's just a shame, and it's really a massive oversight that it's not in there. It really needs to be. If not just for scaffolding, the ability to make buckets out of tin, and of course the ability to get snow in any biome, so that you can get past Tier 2 and get yourself some leather. Well, Dan's not here now. I don't know where he is, and I feel like waiting, so I will just wait for him to get back. Oh, hello, Dan.
Hi again.
You have ice particles.
I do. I keep forgetting to update. I'm a noob.
Yeah, you're good now, but you probably can't use magic right now. See if I can get more chickens.
Well, my magic meter seems to be going down.
Alright, cool. 3 chickens. So that's good.
Well, that helps.
See, looking over there.
Love my cool shades, don't you?
Oh yeah, you've had those. Oh, this is the first time the video has seen your skin. Because I had to get rid of all that footage. He's Bigfoot!
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure how to use the force...
Yes, grow up faster.
Thing
grow up faster, chickens! You don't shoot at what?
I how to use the force farts anymore.
Oh, you have to enable it in the config as a client. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you just hold the force key and then right click. Like when you hold it down, it charges up the meter. There you go.
Yeah, it works.
Feces. These guys are not growing up.
Oh, that one did. That one did.
Oh, there's the first one. Great. That is obnoxious. Look at it just teleport. They're almost teleporting around. These guys are on crack. They're on meth.
Oh, okay, they calmed down. They're coming down off of it. Oh, wait, you just give them more.
I won't rest until their teeth are completely gone.
That's horrible.
That's how meth works.
Yeah, I know it's how meth works, but that's horrible still. I'm absolutely loving these diamond brick blocks. Or whatever they are, essence brick.
Yeah, no, these are really cool. It's a shame they don't have other blocks of these kind of things.
Alright, so, I don't know if I told you, but I did figure out how we can get some, nether portals. Oh, and I wanted to show you something, which will possibly help us out later, if we want to do anything. But the mob drop I have over here, this mob drop machine, or, yeah. You know what I'm talking about? This, yeah.
So those guys grow.
When you kill the mobs and they drop the magic bags, the vacuum hopper picks them up and you can just put them into your inventory, and if you need them, just drop them out and be like,
yeah.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, I know. That's not supposed to happen.
The unexpected side effect, but I like it. That could come in handy. And apparently, if we hooked up a tank to this, we can. It'll suck up for the experience.
Let me go ahead and make some blue potions.
Do we have any obsidian?
If we don't, we can make tons. Come on, stack there.
Looks like
go.
we got 4 over here. Like 13, so I'm gonna take like 4 and see if...
1,
Glass.
2, 3. There we go. There's some blue potions.